We have another video today, and it's about KT-1 or KT-2, same principle. All right, reset. Okay, so first taking a closer look at the controller. So we have the controller there, you have the serial number, the MAC address that you need. Then you have the reset. Everything is done with one button in this controller, so you have that one button here, and you have the instruction, sometime. So you have them as a reminder there. Instruction to set the controller on programming mode, or to confirm after you made your selection, you press and then you hold these for 3 seconds. So either for putting it on programming mode or to confirm. So the process goes that way. You put it on programming mode, you make your selection, then you confirm. So when you put it on programming mode, the controller will make a set of beep, about 6 beep, 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 beep. So it's asking you, what do you want, or how may I help you? Then you make your selection right away. Selection might be one hit, which means you press one time, or you press twice, or you press 3 times. Based on that selection, for example, 3 times is the factory reset. That's what we're gonna do now, anyway. Then if you need if you need to push the controller on static mode, first you do the factory reset, then you do the static reset, which means you will do the 3 times first, confirm, wait for the controller to reboot, then you will do the process again, and this time you're gonna press it twice. All right, so we'll do the factory reset, and just for as a reminder, the factory reset is also pushing the controller on DHCP mode. So reset in that case is by, remember, pressing for 3 seconds to put it on programming mode. So let's go. All right, 1. The controller did reply. Then I press and I hold for 3 seconds to confirm. Okay, so what did I do? I press and hold for 3 seconds. The controller did beep, 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 asking you, how may I help you? Then right away I press 1, 2, 3. After I make my selection, the controller did 3 beep. It's just his way. It's way to ask, are you sure it's 3 beep? Then I press and hold to confirm. And that's it. So now you proceed with your computer, doing what you need to do. All right. So that was a reminder on how to do reset. Thank you. Moving forward with the programming. All right. So now we're going to one of the ways to access the controller. Let's go first way. Actually, let me show you. It's called okay. We're going to use what it called UPnP network discovery. We could also use the KT Finder, which is a tool for the Cantech to find equipment. Now, let's start with the UPnP. The UPnP, the way it goes, we open a web browser, and that's gonna work for either KT-1, KT-2, KT-400, or KT-4, of course, with the correct firmware. Now we open a web browser and we type HTTP. I mean, you see the address there, and then you type / KT dash the last 3. We could see the last 3 set of the MAC address. All right, so let's say your MAC address is 0050F9, and then you have the those first are always the same, so we go with the last three, and that should give us a web page like this one. All right, that will be according to the model. Here we have that web page for the KT-1. That's the one we just did the factory reset. Let's go another way by using an IP scanner to locate the IP address of the controller. Local network here, and I should be able to find the IP address that the controller has taken. Okay, but of course, we could also do a static reset, and by doing so, we will know what the IP address is. Here, all right, so I have found the controller, that's 16.44, so I don't even need to keep going. I'm going to type the IP address here. And by doing so, I get access to the controller, which means I can proceed now, make my selection, according to which way I'm going to use the controller. In my case, that's going to be intra-pass and so on and so on. And with that, I can proceed, program the controller, and keep moving. So we saw one way is by putting the last three set of the MAC address on the web page, or find locate the IP. But there is also another way. The other way would be using the tool called KT-Finder. I'm pretty sure you know the KT-Finder. All right, if you do not, now all I have to do is to select which controller. So I have KT here, that's gonna be, what was the MAC address again? 1 second, I think I still have the web page in here, no? So of course, if I have access to the web page, I don't need the KT Finder, but just to show you. So the same thing here, I'm gonna put the last three set. So I have noted that from the controller, of course. And now I'm trying to connect, and I do. So now either I use the KT Finder or the web page to program. So in the case of the KT Finder, we can set the information for the controller. I'm gonna set the IP of my, in that case, that's gonna be of the server where you go. Nope, actually it's where you going, where you have the server, and on the next area is how you're going to set up the controller itself. Okay, so is it, are we going to use it DHCP mode or static? Same thing. So we just did the process on resetting the controller, depending on what type of reset you need. Then we did the step to access the programming, page to access the controller so we can program it either to a web page or using the Kentech tool called KT-Finder. Okay. That's it. I hope this video it's the great reminder for you on how to proceed so you can program any, whether it's the KT-1, KT-2, as for the controller we use. But once you get your KT-400 or your KT-4 reset, the next step on getting access to it is the same principle. So you use either KT-Finder, you use the PNP protocol, or you scan the network, or you find a way to locate the IP address, because once the controller is on factory mode with the IP, you can also access the web page and program it. Thank you. Thank you very much.